Well, a great win. It wasn't the prettiest game for sure. It was a grind, and got to give Jackson State a ton of credit. Well coached, very disruptive on the defensive end. I think Bowler, what a first half. I mean, to come out and put 16 up, 12 in the first quarter, so ready to play. And I don't know how many threes she's hit this year, but it's not many. And she knocks a three down in that first quarter. So I thought it was an inspired effort by Jackson State, which was very similar to what we saw on film again in their UCLA game. I really liked the passion that they played with. And so I knew they'd be disruptive. I felt like we were a step slow to start the game today and really kind of clunky on the offensive end. And then we got some energy. Marta brought some big-time energy. Ray, big-time energy. Bendu was just steady today, played great. And AJ came in and brought some great energy to us as well. And then everything started to fall into place. And then I loved our effort in the second half. I thought it was a great defensive performance overall, which is an area where we've really grown. And then, we made the plays to close them out and finish today. And I was really, really proud of the team.
What was that conversation like at halftime? Obviously, the threes weren't falling the way they did on Thursday for you guys. Was it more of the shots will come, or let's try something a little different?
Stick with it, basically. We needed to do something a little bit better defensively against one, and so we talked about that. And then, basketball is funny, sometimes. It's like shots that go down one day don't the next, for whatever reason. I think you have to give Jackson State a lot of credit for that, though. I think, they closed gaps so quick and they're long. They really did a nice job around the rim in the first half, keeping our bigs away from the basket, and so that was the focal point of the second half. And so just talked to Ray and Yelena, like, let's get it going inside. And I thought the second half we did a much better job of that, so we got a few easier things. And when that's happening, then the perimeter opens up a bit, and so it wasn't a great shooting day for us, throughout the day, but we knocked down enough, but it was more about just sticking with it and playing our brand of basketball.
The lineup change going into the third quarter, what was sort of the mindset about that specific lineup that that basically got you guys, back in the game?
Yeah, I played the people in the second half that I thought brought the best energy in the first half, and that was key in this game. I mean, that's also fun to watch. It's fun to coach. It looks like they're having fun playing, and so I just rolled with the five that I thought brought the best energy in the first half.
We talked about coming into the season, this team sort of learning on the go and, just coming together as a whole. But we didn't talk so much about the different lineups that you have that you can put out there. Like, exactly how versatile is this team? You can go with the two bigs looks, or you can go with the look that you win in the third or your starting lineup.
Yeah, I think that's one of the strengths of us right now. And it's also creating growing pains a bit because, we're learning them as well. Bendu missed 6 weeks, I think, of practice, and those were the 6 weeks I was going to get to know her game, and she was going to get to absorb what we do. And now she's been thrown to the wolves, trying to figure things out on the fly, and I'm learning her and what she does. I mean, I kind of know her, but not in our system. Who's Shalexis, who's Ray, who's Marta. I know what they were in their previous stops, but who are they here? And then as they're evolving, then everything evolves. So, I mean, we ran 3 different things today than we've ever run before. And so it's learn on the fly right now, and that's only on one day prep going into today's game. So we are a work in progress. I think the flexibility and the versatility that we have makes us really difficult to defend, and certainly will once we get better and better in execution.
Marta, how do you see your role sort of develop over this time? Obviously, you didn't play in a couple games, but you jumped right back into it, and including today, you led off scoring on the team.
Yeah, I'm just trying to bring energy whenever and wherever I can. So whenever Benda needs a break, I'll just step on the court and do whatever she did for the team. Keep the same energy high and score if I can, pass if I can. Just do my best wherever if it's needed. Wherever it's needed, so pretty much that.
Yeah, so Marta and Reagan, this game was just aggressive, clearly, from watching. To me, at least, it felt like by far the most aggressive game of the season so far. How much does that kind of just fuel your momentum when a game is like that? And just so back and forth, almost like watching a football game.
Yeah. I mean, personally, for me, it just makes me want to play harder. Raise our energy level to match theirs, raise our intensity level to match theirs so we can compete. So by them playing hard forces us to play hard, play better as a team.
Yeah, same for me. I think it was good that we played them and also how they played, because we never played as an aggressive team as they were today. So that makes us better too, and we will expect the same athleticism and the way they play in further games. So, yeah, it was good.
Reagan, you had a double-double with 12 boards today in addition to 10 points. Jelena had nine boards as well, was able to dominate the glass. Can you just talk a little bit how in the second half you guys were able to kind of sort of impose your will in the paint, really get it going?
Yeah, for sure. At halftime, we kind of shared a look, almost like we got to get inside. We got to get her going, and I had to finish at the rim. So we kind of just gave each other a look, and we knew that we had to turn it on. We had to finish at the rim, which Jelena did a phenomenal job of in the second half. And the offensive boards-wise, I mean, because of the plays we run and the positions that we're in, Coach Rueck does a great job of putting us in position to get those offensive rebounds in the plays that we run rolling to the basket. We're always just there, and that is the structure of the plays, puts us in good rebounding position. And when we find those boards, we grab them, kick them out, which create kick-out threes or guards attacking from the wing.
Last question for me. Big game, coming up against Oregon this time Sunday next week, I believe, in Eugene, number 19. Any change to how you prepare for that game? Any changes?
No, not at all. I mean, we are what we are. We do what we do, And so year 13 going into it for me. It's the first conference game. That's the most important thing. I'm thankful for the games we've had to this point in their preparation going into it. And so playing a Pac-12 game before Christmas, it's the first time we've done it since I've been here. So it's a little bit unique in that, but it is what it is. So ready or not, here we go. And so we're looking forward to it. We've got, after a couple days, we'll have several days of prep, and it's going to be fun.
For Marta and Reagan, this will be, you guys' first time playing in this rivalry. What have you been told about the rivalry, and what is the importance that's been put on this game specifically?
I mean, we've just been told that there's a ton of energy in that stadium and that it's going to be loud, kind of like the kids' game was a couple days ago. I mean, we got to be prepared to be fully dialed in, giving our max effort, whether that's giving assists, whether it's putting points on that board, getting offensive, defensive rebounds, whatever that is, we have to be able and prepared to give our max effort at that court, because Oregon's a good team. I mean, they're Pac-12. Everyone in the Pac-12 is good, and we got to be ready to play. We're going to be ready.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I'm excited to play Oregon. I mean, it's the first Pac-12 game, so it will be a little bit different. But especially because it's Oregon, the rivalry, sorry, and everything the others said about that will be special. So I'm excited to play them.
How do you say rivalry in German?
Rivalität.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
It's that week. Yeah.
That week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Beavs.